Manchester's Japanese food scene is one of the best in the country, if not the best. I've eaten a lot, if not the lot. Here's what's worth your money. Yane, the most authentic Japanese restaurant in Manchester.
Yane is a credit to Chorlton. Duncan and Lisa Young built a following during lockdown, then opened this restaurant in late 2023. It's a neighbourhood restaurant, ultra faithful to actual Japanese food, which means a hearty no to sushi and ramen, which is junk food, apparently. Instead, it's donburi, kare, and an entire section devoted to sukimono, tangy pickled veg made in-house. You come in through a traditional Japanese Norin curtain and the whole place is full of subtle touches like that. Sit at the pass and watch the chef slice pickled cucumber to resemble snakes, or take the window and watch the South Manchester suburbanites go by. The roux has apparently undergone 7.5 iterations. I'm not sure about those maths, but it tastes glorious over panko coated veg, and that's why you should come here. The gyudon comes with an onsen tamago and eggs slow poached to mimic Japan's hot springs. Spinning it all together with chopsticks is one of life's great gastronomic joys. Yane means roof, as in the roof of the owner's home. It fits. Must try dish, the natto. Whiz the fermented soybeans and they release strangely beautiful slow moving gossamer strands. Rich, umami and an absolute must try.
WakuWaku, the weirdest looking Japanese restaurant in Manchester.
WakuWaku is the UK's only 2D Japanese restaurant and one of a handful in the world. But what is it? What's a 2D restaurant? Is it like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? You're going to go into Toontown? WakuWaku means exciting or pleasing, and the look here is both. Monochrome comic strip, white backdrops, thick cartoon lines and everything, and I mean everything. Floors, ceilings, tables, the lot. Owner Chris Liu drew every single line by hand before it opened, staying up till 3 in the morning for months. The sushi platter is pleasingly affordable, 12 pieces, freshly chopped, freshly rolled. The signature omurice is a showstopper. Get the version with a whopping great eel plonked on top. Not since Umezushi has Manchester had unagi this good. The glaze is the right kind of sticky and the eel melts under the knife. The drinks, Mount Fuji Float, Summer Paradise, they look like something Del Boy would order at a fancy Butlins, all neon and dramatic layers, but they taste more subtle than you'd expect. They're not a sugar fest. This is WakuWaku in a nutshell. Easy on the eye with drinks and dishes that more than live up to the looks.
New Wave Ramen, the Japanese restaurant that Manchester chefs love.
These guys caused a sensation at Mackie May before opening on Tib Lane. Smart, modern, high windows, great lighting, people popping in and out all day just to say hi to the staff. It's the industry favourite. If you look online, they're the restaurant staff's restaurant of choice. The drinks are up there with the best in the city. Had an amazing French toast martini made with burnt milk bread, maple syrup and espresso, and a melon sour that's velvety and zippy, exactly as advertised. Food-wise, whatever's on the ramen menu when you go in, it's going to be good. These guys are beloved in the city.
Osaka Local, the best Japanese street food in Manchester.
Osaka Local isn't a restaurant, it's a street food stall. I checked it out at Grub a few times, but it pops up at markets across the north. It's run by Reiko, the matriarch of the whole operation. Get the okonomiyaki, thick savoury pancake, teppanyaki style off a piping hot griddle with cabbage, pickled ginger and a tangy ketchup style sauce. It's the world's best pancake, and this is the only way to eat it. Reiko is from Osaka, and it's the birthplace of okonomiyaki. The noodles are good too, high quality, thick, coated in a dark umami-rich sauce. Wherever you find it, get in quick. Her stuff sells out fast.
Niwa Yakitori, Manchester's best Japanese supper club.
Niwa takes over North Star Piccadilly on Dale Street Fridays and Saturdays. In the daytime, it's coffee and deli. When the sun goes down, Niwa begins. It's an intimate space with a look, feel and soundtrack that brings that Tokyo-style backstreet cafe atmosphere to Manchester. We're told that a Japanese man living in Manchester walked in and burst into tears at how much it reminded him of home. And he's been in every weekend since. The yakitori experience is 6 chicken skewers, all different, plus miso soup, rice and grilled pineapple for 36 quid for a very affordable price in modern Manchester. There's a vegetarian version, equally matched, but the omakase is the one. It's more expensive, about 10 courses, chef's choice. The food is cooked over white hot charcoal and you can smell it down the street. You'll see people float past, eyes closed, like the Bisto kids. The sukuni is the standout. Mixed chicken skewer, raw egg yolk in tartar sauce, crispy chicken skin on the rice. Mix the lot together, open up your big book of superlatives and jab a pin. Well over a year of research and development have gone into this, including trips to Japan and beyond to source components. Even the water is deliberately chosen, Spanish chosen for its specific salt content. There's a story behind every dish, why that cut, that seasoning, that cooking time. It rolls out over 2 to 3 hours, perfectly paced. It's relatively unknown and it's worth going to this very weekend.
Samsi, Manchester's original Japanese restaurant.
Back in Manchester's less polished era, this was called New Samsi. This was back in the 90s and noughties when an authentic Japanese restaurant was rather exotic around these parts. Then, one day it quietly dropped the new and became part of the old guard. If you didn't use a Groupon code for this place in the 2010s, did you even live in Manchester? Samsi's lasted over 30 years because it's good, simple as that. It's not reinventing the wheel, it's serving decent, lightly westernised Japanese food, and a filling set meal is still under 30 quid. Get the tempura vegetable. Light batter, not too oily. Part of the charm of Samsi is that it doesn't get bogged down with viral trends or keeping up with the Takahashis. This quietly impressive restaurant has been doing its own thing since 1993 and doing it damn well.
Chotto Matte, the best Japanese fusion food in Manchester.
Chotto Matte means wait a second in Japanese, a term often heard in Piccadilly Gardens just before an outburst of rambunctiousness. Makes sense? This isn't that. Chotto Matte is about the other Manchester, the ruffian-free bit, the new forward-thinking skyscraping Manchester. As such, Chotto Matte is high up in the eaves, giving panoramic views across the city. Town hall still not fixed. Think of it like a hench 20 stories or glowed-up ivy. On a Saturday afternoon, the place is heaving. What about the food? It's Nikkei, Japanese technique, Peruvian ingredients. The concept dates back to the late 1800s when Japanese immigrants to Peru started cooking with what was there. Even the sides are special. No disrespect to miso soup, but that's not the world's most stimulating broth. Yet here, it's packed with prawn, squid and bonito, truffle, and the results are transformative. The black cod and lamb chop are the showpiece dishes, and on the way out, a cheery doorman told us he buys the black cod for himself 3 times a week. As well he should. Spend your money on that. It isn't a cheap dish, but it's amazing.
Suki Suki, the best Japanese fast food in Manchester.
Suki Suki is on Deansgate off the Great Northern. It's built on Japan's drop-in bars. Relaxed lighting, a great sound system, pitch-perfect seating layout. The salt and pepper ribs are as good as it gets, piping hot, plump, moorish, emphasis on meat rather than gristle and bone. And the salt and pepper chips are a must. It's built for a quick casual visit. You get a relaxed Pan-Asian menu and staffing make it feel like somewhere you'd pop in again and again. The bao buns are exceptional, soft, fluffy and remarkably affordable. It's like a raved about Asian street food stall but in a fixed location where it's somewhere where you can hang out all day. Well worth a drop in.
Umezushi, the most missed Japanese restaurant in Manchester.
Finally, the daddy of them all. This place is legendary and it's never been replaced. It was tucked under an old railway arch just behind Victoria Station. Tiny place, 16 covers, laid back jazz music. Staff who loved working though. He'd explain a dish, intense detail. It's like Yakitori, food lovers Yakitori. Clued in, insiders knew for years it was one of Manchester's best secret destinations. Stars of the show were the freshwater eel nigiri. It's so good, I got an article in Vice purely about the preparation. Eels brought in live for freshness, bones roasted for 24 hours to make a stock. Then the eels roasted again in that stock for another 24. No other restaurant in the city then spent that much time and effort on one dish. Was it worth it? Undoubtedly. It was one of the most exquisite morsels you'd ever taste and worth the trip alone. The advice at the time was be reckless, step away from the conventional stuff and try the more unusual things. That was the point of Umezushi. It was one of the most out there but magical special places in Manchester. Other dishes, pickled mackerel sashimi, tanga, tender, topped with minced ginger and spring onion. Texture and taste were electric, testament to the chef's nice skills. It's worth a video in its own right, which I will publish one day. Without doubt, the most missed Japanese restaurant in Manchester, if not the most missed restaurant in Manchester, full stop.
If you want the full reviews, check out my Substack or Creative Tourist, links below. Let me know if I've missed anyone.